Hello and welcome. It has officially been 30 days since I vowed to not spend any money on things that are non-essential in my life. So I am going to talk today about how I'm doing and how everything went, how much money I was able to save, way more than I was expecting, by the way. Just kind of give you a full review of this experience. So let's get into it. First things first, how am I doing? Great. I am so energized by this challenge. So much more than I was expecting. I cannot believe how proud I am of myself. And even beyond that, I feel like I was really anticipating this challenge to be unbelievably difficult and that I was going to be feeling like there was this really deep sense of lack and like I would be feeling like I was missing everything and missing out on things, and I did not feel that way at all. I really did not feel like I was missing out on anything, and I was really expecting it to be that way, but honestly all it took was a little extra intention. Biggest struggle that I had was actually with food. It was very tough to not buy food out almost ever. And I say almost because I have to confess, sadly, I did spend one day. So I'm gonna show you. So you'll see I have one day that got a red mark on this entire month, which ultimately is still pretty good, but the situation there was that I was working. I was actually working an NFL game. I had packed food, but I ended up working almost like 11 hours. And I just did not pack enough food for the amount of time that I was there. And so I was starving. Like I was so hungry. Obviously, I would have survived and I could have probably just powered through it and had something to eat when I finally got home that night. But I was so hungry, and so I did cave and I bought a $16 burger and potato chips that came with it. So that hurt my heart, not only because I broke the challenge, but also because if you buy anything at a stadium or like concert or any event venue, the price is just disgusting. It's always ridiculously absurd. And so not only did I break the challenge, but I also spent $16 on a burger that was very mid. So that was sad. But anyway, yeah, other than that, I was able to accomplish pretty much everything I was hoping for. I got a lot of zeros on this thing. I'm feeling just so confident, and I've been considering the idea of doing a no buy or a low buy year, and I think I have convinced myself that this is something that I need to do and that I want to do. Like I said, I'm genuinely like, I was expecting to come out of this being like, nah, I gotta spend all this money and like I can't wait for Christmas. I can't wait for all this stuff. But like, I barely even know what I want for Christmas. Like I don't even know what to tell like my boyfriend or my family. Like it was really hard for me to honestly pick something because I'm like, I don't want to spend the money. I don't want you to spend the money. I don't want the stuff. Like, I just feel so free, and I can't even, like, I can't explain to you how much this is crazy to me, because this is just not who I was. And it's so interesting to see how my mindset is completely changing. This has been such a transformative experience. I'm just a little bit mind blown. So I could not recommend this challenge enough. It was such a great way to see what I was spending on and what I would miss or wouldn't miss. And I feel like absolutely anybody would benefit from this. Next is how I'm doing financially and how much money I was able to save. I am blown away by what I was able to put away this month. This is by far my highest month ever. I think probably ever. Definitely this year, but I'm pretty sure my highest month period. This is also including the money that comes directly out of my paycheck. So I do invest a significant amount in my HSA and in my 401k. But in addition to that, I was also able to put money into a high yield savings account and also into my other investment accounts. But I was able to save $4,020 this month. Guys, I don't even make that much money. Like I don't, this was also one of my highest earning months I worked a lot this month. I had a lot of side hustle gigs on the weekends and also some of them on weeknights. So I was definitely hustling this month for sure, but I was able to save the vast majority of my income. I am obviously beyond thrilled. This is like crazy for me. I am a pretty regimented saver. I've always made sure, even in my impulse spending and all of that kind of stuff, I've always kept it like relatively within a budget or within reason for what I'm able to afford. I've never gone into credit card debt or anything like that. But I have also, again, I'm just still spending on things I don't need though. Like just because you have the money for something doesn't mean you need to spend it. And I feel like this month in particular was a great example of that because I was able to save about 2.5 times what I normally save in a month. And I didn't really notice that much. I mean, like I said, this was a little bit of an abnormal month because I did have some extra money coming in from things that I don't normally, but still, it's like I just barely noticed that my life was like I wasn't spending as much as I usually do. And it's like it really hardly made a difference in my life, but it made a huge difference in my finances and what I was able to achieve financially. So far this whole experience has been like a win-win-win-win-win. Like I'm consuming less, I have less desire for things, I'm saving way more, I feel better, I feel lighter, I feel like I'm not constantly being bogged down by clutter or like I'm not as impacted by ads. Literally 30 days cutting myself off from this stuff. It's like I see an ad for something and I'm like, oh, that's nice, but I don't really need it, and just keep scrolling. I would have never done that before. The impulse was always like, oh, I need that. Or like I would see something on Pinterest or I would see something on whatever and I would need to recreate it and I would have to have that exact thing and I would have to like go find that exact item instead of just being like, oh, that's really cute and I do like that. So I'm gonna pull that inspiration and use that same color sweater. There's always ways that you can make things work, and I just feel like this has made me so much more resourceful, and I just can't get over either how much I really I don't miss it. And I know it's only been 30 days, so maybe I'd feel differently. And like I said, I am really interested in doing this as a full year because if I have changed this much and have had this much of a transformation in 30 days, I can't even imagine what I would be like and look like, and my life would be in 365 days. I'm amazed by that concept, and I like have to do it. I'm so excited and so inspired by this that I feel like it's just gonna be amazing for me. So I'm definitely probably gonna do that. All things considered, I ended up having a way better time with this challenge than I was even expecting to. So I'm just I'm thrilled. I'm genuinely thrilled. Like I said, I could not recommend this enough, and I am really excited to see what this looks like for me in 2025. So stay tuned for that. I am probably going to be coming out with a video soon on what that's going to look like and what I'm doing to track that and how I'm going to kind of organize that and what are my rules and all of that. So that's what I'm going to be thinking on in December. But no spend month, a major success. I am thrilled. So thanks so much for watching. My name is Leah, and I have been making content on just being a conscious consumer. If you enjoyed this video, I would love very much if you would give me a like, and also leave a comment for me if you think you would be up for this challenge, or if you've ever done a no spend month. I just had such a more positive experience than I was expecting, so I'm very curious to see what any of you guys have been experiencing. Thank you so much again. I encourage you to check out some of my other videos. I'm sure that there's something else that you would enjoy. I look forward to seeing you again soon.